Hi everyone, it's Tony Richards and welcome to the Tony Richards Life Focus. I want to talk today it's going to be a little bit longer than usual, but I want to talk about the importance of faith. And again, with the coronavirus and everything that everybody's going through and the lockdown, shutdowns and everything else downs, we need to talk about faith. One of the things that I keep getting is texts and emails from people and saying, I'm losing faith. I don't know. I can't understand this situation and don't know what's going to happen. Well, none of us do, but we all have to have faith. And so people are asking me, could you say something about faith? So let me do that right now. Let me take a few extra minutes. And I came across this, and I think it's very important and very timely for us right now. Faith at its core is deep-rooted in the expectation of good things to come. You see, it goes beyond hope. While much of hope lives in the mind, faith is steeped in the heart and the spirit. It can't be explained away by reason or logic or be understood through a single dimension. And that's one of the most fascinating things about faith. And so my question is always to people, how much faith do you have? Do you have faith and do you understand the implications and the impact? You see, you couldn't drive a car without faith. That someone isn't going to crash into you. You couldn't cross a street without faith. If we didn't have a faith, how would we fly in an airplane? A metallic tube, basically, soaring 35,000 feet in the air. Without faith, how could we go from the next thing in life that's in front of us? See, without faith, we couldn't expect that things would turn out all right, no matter what the situation might be. And that's what I want to encourage you right now about the coronavirus. If you take the precautions, and things will happen, but for the most part, you got to have faith that things will turn out all right. Because faith then is just as important as the air we breathe. While the oxygen in the air nourishes the body, faith nourishes the heart and the soul. And I want you to be nourished, your heart and soul right now in faith. Simply put, the importance of faith cannot be underestimated. Faith isn't just a notion that some people hold in tough times. Faith is an important element to all humans and all human life. Your faith is extremely important. I want to talk about 5 areas of faith right now. First is the focused power of faith that breeds abundance. You see, the mind is an incredibly powerful tool. It can be used for good, but also to waste when neglected or abused. But faith is that tool that helps replenish abundance in the heart and the spirit, not just in the mind. And where is your faith today? That's what I want to ask you. Where right now is your faith? Whatever it is that we focus on in life, we get more of. If we focus on problems, we live solely in those problems and have difficulty moving past the negativity. I know a lot of people that are very negative in life, that the glass is always half empty. Alternatively, however, when we focus on the positive things in life and seek out positive solutions, we can resolve our problems and move from a state of lack to a state of abundance. And I want you to be thinking of that and faithfully looking at your state of abundance. It may not be here right now, but it is coming. And number 2, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? There's a powerful story in the Bible, in the Old Testament of Job, the book of Job, the story about a man named Job who was as astute as any man could be for the time. He believed strongly in God and held high in his faith. But as the story goes, that one day the devil paid God a visit. The topic of discussion was Job's faith. You see, the devil reasoned that Job was faithful because he had been blessed with so much in life: family, money, land, and respect. But the devil proposed that should God take any number of these things away from Job, he would no longer be the faithful man of God that he is right now. The devil claimed that Job would curse God and that his point would be all but proven. And God, of course, disagreed. So what happened was that the agreement began when God began taking things away from Job's life. And over the course of these trials, Job loses everything, as you know, that he had worked for: his livestock, his money, his family, his friends, and his health. However, even when Job's wife told him that he should curse God, he didn't. He remained faithful. And afterwards, as we know, God restored all of Job's worldly possessions, his family, and his health. To add to that, God multiplied what Job had many times over. The moral of the story, whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. What about you? What about you right now? What things in this life are you willing to give up because of your faith? And why? Are you a Job? Or will you just kind of run with the crowd and run with the mainstream? Well, see, to have faith, especially during these times, we can't do that. We can't be a Job and not have faith. So have the faith of Job. Number 3, faith helps you to discover your purpose in life. I really believe that. You see, going through life and all of its ups and downs can take a toll on us, as you well know. At times, it's enough to question our very existence, isn't it? Everything in life is far easier to get through when we have faith. It's the guiding light that helps push us towards our purpose. I tell people all the time to pray and have faith, and I really mean that. Because you see, number 4, faith beats stress, anxiety, and fear, which in these times we're all living through in one way or another. It's easy to allow stress, anxiety, and fear to run our lives. It really is. We go from moment to moment worried about one thing or another. Sometimes those worries manifest themselves into highly stressful situations, causing not only mental anguish, but physical problems as well. There's a clear and documented connection between stress and the increased likelihood of disease and illness. But it's faith that helps to keep those things at bay. You see, even when we have no reason to believe that things will get better, and some people believe that right now, it's through faith that our situations do improve. Learn to harbor faith and use it to eliminate stress, anxiety, and fear. Finally, number 5, faith acts as the pathway to finding solutions. Faith is the pathway to finding solutions in life, keeping in mind that human beings were made to thrive and not just survive. If you're only surviving, there's a far greater opportunities and a far greater life in store for you. We have to be willing and have faith to walk to it and then through it. No matter what the situation is, no matter how bad or how dire you think it might be, your faith can and will get you through it. You see, you must accept that as a fact and hold on to the expectation of greater things to come. Never give up on your hopes or your dreams just because you faced some initial setbacks. And we all face setbacks in life. Maybe you're going through some right now that are just challenging you and tearing at you and just causing every ounce of your being and fiber to be tested. But don't you dare give up. Lean on your faith at this time as often as possible, and you'll soon come to realize why having unwavering faith is so important in life. It really is, and I want you to have faith during this time. I want to present something that, if you'd like, when I speak, I give out a wristband, and it's called Go Forward. And it's simply a wristband that you can put on and wear with you. And when those situations are tough, when it's like, I don't know if I can get through it, when my faith is being challenged and tested and I don't know what to do, simply look down at the wristband and say to yourself, go forward. If you'd like one, write to me, TonyRichardsSpeaking@gmail.com, and I'll make sure you get one. Thanks so much for listening today. Appreciate it. Check out the website at TonyRichards.net. Have faith in all you do. Don't you dare give up or give in or give out. Stay strong, have faith, and go forward.